Hi y'all, this is Regina. I wanted to show you how this freestanding lace gift tag and earrings, they're earrings, sorry about that, stitch out. It's pretty straightforward. You've got your red, which is going to stitch all of this, and then you've got your pink that's going to stitch this. But it's nice to see how it stitches. So let me go through this. It will stitch the inside of the heart here. It'll stitch 3 different light layers, and then it will, get this to come on. It'll start here. Oops, no, it's going to start here, and it's going to go around and stitch the inside of the heart satin stitch, and then it's going to come down and it's going to stitch the outside of the heart satin stitch, and then it'll stitch this ring on top, and then it's going to come down and stitch this heart. So let me get this going. It's going to go rather fast, and you can see this is what you're going to see whenever you're stitching it on your machine. So that's the first layer. Now it's doing the second layer, and they're pretty open, so it's like the others that I've done. And then it's going to do the third layer, and now it's going to do the satin stitch. It's going around, whoops, and it's doing the inside of the heart, and it's going to come down and it's going to go around and back, and now it's going to do the outside of the heart, and then it does the ring. Now it's doing the inside heart, the smaller heart. All right, and that's it. Well, almost that's it. Now it's going to jump up and do the inside, and that's it. Okay, so I have the earrings, and whoops, let me color sort this real quick. There we go. All right, so it's going to do basically the same thing, but it's going to do all this red, and then it's going to come over and do this red. Let me speed it up a little bit, and there it goes, and it's going to do the satin stitching, and it's going to do the outside of the earring and the ring. Now it's going to do the same thing for the right hand side or left hand side, whichever. As we're looking at it, it's on the right. Okay, and then it's going to do the ring, and now it's going to do the pink hearts, which are the inside hearts, and do the satin stitching and do the inside of that one, and it's going to go and do the other one. And that's pretty much it. Very straightforward, but I do have some video of this being stitched out to follow right now. Here is the double heart stitching out. This is going to have a pink or whatever color you decide heart right in here. This is now stitching the satin stitch around the red. So you'll have sorry about my finger getting in there, you'll have a few tails on the back. Not many. I'll show you here in a minute. And once again, just to reiterate, always 2 layers of wash away stabilizer, and use your best method, either the shelf liner or the T-pins. I didn't use T-pins on this because my pieces were big enough, as you can see, to go all the way to the edge and all the way to the bottom and the top. Here's the heart stitching. Now it's getting ready to do the satin stitch on the outside of the heart, and it'll do the little ring at the top when it's finished with the satin stitch. Alright, it finished stitching the outside heart, so I need to trim the threads, the tails on the back, right here and right here. That's the only tails you have on the red. Alright, I've trimmed my threads here and here. I've changed my bobbin and my top thread, and I'm ready to stitch the inside heart in pink. You can do it in whatever color you want, but because I have joined this, sorry, right here, I'm going to hold this. Whoa, sorry, trying to hold that down. Okay, hang on. I had to trim a thread. Alright, so I think you can see where that heart's going to be. And the earrings match this. So there are the earrings. They're going to match that. And one goes one way and one goes the other way. So I'll be back. Alright, so it has the heart, the pink heart stitched instead of the satin stitching on the outside. And I wish I could speed this up, but I can't, so come down to the point, and then it's going to jump up and do the inside of the heart in the satin stitching. Okay, so you're going to have a couple of tails right there at the beginning that you'll have to trim. And then you'll have tail on the inside, just like you will on the red heart, the large one. So it's going to do the satin stitching on the inside. Once again, this is the gift tag, or the pendant for a young girl or boy. You can put a ribbon through the loop, and they can wear it around their neck, or attach it to a present with a long ribbon, and they can hang it on their lamp or whatever as a reminder of how much Grandma loves them, or Mom, or Dad. Alright, so this is finished. This is the gift tag, sorry. And if I flip it over, you can see you have tails right here that you have to trim. And then you would take it and put it under, trim it out away from the stabilizer, trim it out, and then put it in some hot water in a little pan. And it doesn't take long for this wash away stabilizer to dissolve. And then you're just going to pat it dry, lay it flat, let it dry, or you can keep patting it dry and take your iron and put a pressing cloth over it and press it dry. You'll have to press it a little bit, turn it over, take your iron off, turn it over, press it again. It doesn't take long to dry it with an iron. Alright, I've taken it to the cutting table and I've cut it out. Now I'm going to go stick it in some hot water and rinse the rest of the stabilizer out. Alright, this is what it does after you take it out of the water. It wants to curl up. So you just want to flatten it out. Take another paper towel. Put it on top. Pat it dry. I have my iron heating up, so I just pat this dry. You don't have to use an iron. I like to, especially when I'm trying to do a video. And okay, where's my little dowel? What did I do with it? All right, so I'm trying to get this. All right, pat it dry after I've turned it over. Okay. I'm going to take it off of this paper towel, and I'm going to lay it down on my pressing surface, turn it over, and I'm going to take another dry towel, put a dry towel over it. My iron is warm. So I'm just gonna put it on there for a little bit. I'm not using any steam. I'm just heating it up. Trying to dry it. Okay. And sometimes it sticks to the paper towel, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to turn it over. And I have this iron cover on mine, so I don't worry too much about it. I got this when I ordered the Bonash. I bought it from Bonash. All right, so let it cool a little bit. Kind of form the hole. Okay. Put my fingernail up underneath. I'm going to turn it over and move it to a different spot. Okay. Sorry, I'm holding my phone recording this. All right. And you just hold it on there for a little while. And this time I don't think I'm going to move it. I'm just going to let it, well, it didn't stick. That's good. Okay. That means it's drying. All right. So I'm just going to leave it there a little bit to let it dry. So let me go get the earrings. I did use a different color thread on this one than I did on the earrings. I used a darker cranberry color thread, whereas this one is about the same color as this one, but I've run out of this thread. So I had to pick something else. So you've got this goes with that. And you can tell I used a different pink too. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.